Question. Do you often find that you're lost for words? Do you sometimes struggle to get the point across? Do you often find that you're there rambling for minutes upon minutes, even hours upon hours, and then you suddenly realize you have absolutely no idea what the point was that you were trying to get across? Well, I've got a little video for you. Something that could change your world when it comes to not only directing YouTube videos, but also your presentation as a whole. And really, when you think about it, the iPad changed the world, or at least the technological iPod personal computer world. So you never know. This new thing that I'm about to show you could right well change yours. I'm Ben Johnson from englishtwist t.A.T.u, and let's see what I'm about to ramble on about myself. What's happening, YouTube? I'm Ben Johnson with englishtwist t.A.T.u. Thanks for joining me today and for showing me your support. That was a nice little intro. I thought it would keep you on your toes, but without further ado, let's crack on. What I was doing was I like to have a rummage through the AppStore and check out other people's YouTube videos just to see what sort of helpful apps there are out there, if any. And I came across one because I had this thought: what can I do to try and help take my YouTube videos, when it comes to my reviews, to the next level? I always upgrade my equipment or upgrade my my computer software, just to up the ante and really take it to the next level, as I said. Well, with this application, you can certainly do that, and it goes by the name of Teleprompter. Yep, that's right. There's a teleprompter, just like the news readers, your weather reporters, all those sorts of reviewers. There's fluidity, there's structure, there's continuity behind their deliverance of speech. Okay, and that's what a teleprompt will actually do. And that was something that I was searching for, and when I was going through the App Store, I came across exactly that. It's called Teleprompt for iPad. I don't believe it's been ported for the iPod or for the iPhone. If you come into the App Store, you'll see that it's for $9.99. I'm going to give you a quick little breakdown of what it looks like so you're familiar with what you're looking for. Teleprompt for iPad. It's $9.99, and as you can see, they've got some little screenshots. What it does is it exactly mimics a teleprompt. It has your speech all laid out, what you're going to say, the cues of when you're going to say what you need to say. Alright, so without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and talk you through it, but I'm going to use that, if you remember from my previous video, I introduced you to Display Recorder. So give me a second and we're going to switch views. Go! And just like that, folks, with a click of a finger, we completely changed our viewing angle. Alright, so here we go. We're now utilizing Display Recorder, and we're going to have a quick little walkthrough on this application that I was talking to you about, namely Teleprompter. Alrighty, so let me just flick on back to the App Store real quick so you can have another quick view of what it looks like. I'm not sure if this is really going to work out for me. No. You know what? There's a fundamental flaw with this actual application. It doesn't allow... Oh, it's crashed. Bloody hell. It does have multi-finger gestures. Anyway, look at me. I was pawing at the screen. Look at that. What a wally. Alright, so let's just jump into Teleprompter. Alright, as like I said, you can get it at the App Store for $9.99. It may well be cheaper right now, but as you saw, I had it installed, so I couldn't actually see the price. If you can see, we're going to work our way across the screen from left to right, just to give this video a bit of fluidity. So we're going to look over here on the left. What we have here is our project section. This is all the projects that we have. Pretty much, I'm sure these would be your saved projects, or they could be the ones that are in works. As we can see, the examples that we have from the app itself, these are the projects that are currently accomplished. And we have the normal functionality of our edit button, where we can delete these projects. Let's select the I Have a Dream for Labor Day weekend, obviously. And as we progress over to the central view here, this is our actual project itself. We've got the title up above, and it's all editable. And then, of course, we have our actual script that we're going to be reading here, or the project. Or, you know what, I'm talking rubbish here. This is actually the verbiage that you're going to be using in your teleprompt. Up here you have the plus sign for a new project, or you can even import. It utilizes Dropbox and Google Documents in order to bring over a project that you may have been working on an external source. So right down here at the bottom, we have the start button for when you've got your options over here on the right, all set up and configured. You can adjust the speed for, I think they have the examples from snail pace to hare pace against the tortoise and the hare. And then we also have the countdown, so you can adjust the countdown timer for when you actually kick off the teleprompter. This is the amount of time that it takes before the video actually kicks off. And then we work down to the view timers, the mirror text. So if you're looking at it through a mirror, as a real Q teleprompter, they have the screen led down and it bounces up onto a mirror and then pushes out. And then we have the guide. There is no guide selected for this. The options that we have is the different types of view. It's highlighting specifically what part of the text you're supposed to be reading at that given time, so it gets down to more time crunch specific reading. And then you can adjust the size of the font, the color, the background for people out there that are dyslexic, or perhaps different reading font that's easier to view, and as well as color given your environment. If you're outside, you may want a less vibrant color, you want a darker color to blend in with the natural lights, etc. And then at the bottom here we have the option to actually record what you're going to say. Alright, there's Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can actually transfer what you've written over Wi-Fi on, and you also have the option to, hang on, give me a second, I'm messing up here. How do we get rid of this bugger? Let's just okay, is this a flaw? What's going on? I'm sorry about this. I can't seem to get rid of the bloody option. I'm just going to close it out real quick. It's your worst nightmare. It's still there. What on earth is going on? Cancel. Go away. Alright, we've obviously spotted a flaw here. Let's press on without actually trying to remove that. This is one to note that obviously I don't believe it will work like this. You know what, I've got an idea. Let me do something. Stand by. Let's just cancel this bugger out altogether. See, this is what happens when you do things on the fly. You try to have a bit of continuity, but unfortunately it doesn't always work out that way. So let's just open it back up and press on again. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Alright, spare the grief. Alright, here we go. So now we've closed up the settings. That was what the show settings sign was. See, you can make your view easier so you can edit the text that you have with greater ease. Alright, so when you've got your project all set up, you've got the speeds, you've got your set up all the way that you prefer it, everything, you know that you've got the right project selected, there it is right in the middle, you got it verified, you're ready to go. The director steps in the room and goes, hey, 10 seconds till cue, we've got to queue up the teleprompter, get yourself ready. You know that you're now 5 seconds out, so let's go ahead and hit start. Gives you the count-in, 5, 4, 3, and you go, you press on. I'm happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration. See, for me this is a little slower, so we can speed it up whilst in the view. Speed it up to about a 9 or an 8.5. Let's go to 8. That'll probably make it a little easier. Let's exit out of that. Sorry about this, it's rather impromptu. Let's do that again, 2, 1. Alright, and then it queues up. I'm happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. 50 years ago, a great American, in whose symbolic shadow we stand today, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. There we go, and then you go on and you read it. See, and that was a perfect example of having more fluidity, continuity, and structure to your YouTube videos. So go ahead and check it out. I give this app a definite 4 out of 5. I don't know why I wouldn't give it a 5 out of 5. I'm just trying to be methodical because I think it would be absolute perfection. So you know what? Being as I'm feeling generous, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 5 out of 5 because there's no reason why it wouldn't. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. There are other applications out there and fall under the teleprompter resource, but they don't provide the options that this exact app does. Now I'm just going to head bringing up the App Store for argument's sake. Blimey, look at that! It's actually gone up to $14.99, so I must have got it on a discount actually. So hey, whoopee for me! And just to answer my question, look at that! It is ported for the iPhone. So for those of you that like to go and do videos on the fly, you're in luck. All right. So with that said, This is English Twist. You know what time it is. It's time to rock out. Follow me on Twitter at englishtwist, or join me on Game Center for a round of word chat or word hanging with friends. This is English Twist, signing out. I'll see you in the next video.